For decades, a terrible injustice has been done to the pale green pants with nobody inside them. Dr. Seuss told a story. What was I afraid of? But he only told it from one perspective. This is my attempt to set right this injustice, to address the balance and tell the story from the pants perspective. What was I afraid of? The pants story. One night I floated happily, just minding my own business, doing all my exercises for my health and fitness. I jogged into a wood and then I got a strange sensation that somebody was watching me. I stopped with trepidation. Then suddenly I saw the thing that quietly observed me, with great big eyes so silently, which really quite unnerved me. It freaked me out, this silent thing, and then I got the jitters. For I am really not that fond of creepy looking critters. For spooky things that look so weird, I couldn't feel affection. But thankfully it ran off in the opposite direction. 1 week later, as I raced my bicycle in Grin-itch, a town which, amongst other things, is famous for its spinach, thinking not at all of spinach, I tore down the street when I, blasting past the creature, nearly knocked it off its feet. Its spinach went a-flying, but I didn't even care. I raced away in record time. I'd really had a scare. The streets are made for bicycles and cars and trams to ride on, and not for scary things to stalk without a bell or light on. The next night I was rowing when I thought that I was dreaming. For there it was, that thing again, and this time it was screaming. It shook as if in fits of rage and threw projectiles at me. I panicked and I rowed away, afraid that it would catch me. I stayed indoors, I locked the door and hid myself away. And even though my food ran out, I'd stayed there anyway. I stayed all night. The next night too, I'd be there still, no doubt, if I hadn't gotten hungry, but I did, so I went out. I had gotten rather hungry, so I could no longer hide, and the only thing I wanted was a yummy peck of snide. I told myself I'm not afraid of scary things at night. I kept repeating, I'm not scared. I said it, but I lied. And just when I had found a bush of lovely snide to snack from, I froze in terror as I felt a hand touching my bottom. I turned around and there it was. I nearly popped my seams. It stared at me and deafened me with blood-curdling screams. I was too scared to scream right back, was petrified instead, just wishing for a helping hand to save me from this dread. I could say I was brave, but then you'd know it that I was lying. I wasn't brave at all. In fact, I simply started crying. Terrified, I whimpered, for I really couldn't see how anyone could find me here to try and rescue me. Then the situation changed. The screaming thing just stopped. It sat right down upon the ground beside where I had dropped. It put its arm around me, so it did, to my surprise. But once I got over that, it really was quite nice. So I'm no longer frightened, as there is no reason why. And every time I meet a thing, I wave and I say hi.